servo changing out on my Mugen MBX7 RB. You know, the stand I normally use to hold my camera has stopped working. The battery won't charge, so I'm just kind of improvising. Not gonna be able to see my face a lot. Nobody's even in here, but we are going to switch out these two low quality servos for a higher quality servo. So if some people start coming in, then we shall get started. All right, come on, folks. Let's get on in here. Hey, what's going on from first person? We're going to be doing some servo changing today for my Mugen MBX7. I need to get it. This is just a little cheap one I had, which I'm using till I get it set up, and I will purchase the battery. But for today, we're going to put a couple of these newer servos I got. And I think I've decided I'm going to use the 35 kg 9i mod brushless for the throttle. It's like very quiet. Sweater the and then I'm going to use one of these for the steering, because this one just has really good feedback. So hopefully some people will join in. If not, anybody wants to come back and watch the video. I've seen some people talk about they don't know how to do install new servos. So I guess we have a little introduction video to that. All right. Get this cigarette put out, guys. Sorry, I don't like smoke in my videos. I am a smoker though, but all right. Hopefully that's changing soon, because I'm working on quitting. I'm entering a smoking study that's going to help me stop. Do my insurance, so hopefully that will help. Get some patches, you know, because I really just want to get rid of this habit. I do believe I have COPD now. Not real bad yet. I'm only 43, but I've been smoking 20 plus years, so definitely time to give that a rest. All right, so here we go. So, guess first things first. We will see. We'll take the radio tray top off so we can disconnect the wires. Now the new Serpent is just about to be released. The Serpent released a news release. It's called the SRX8 Gen 4. Pretty excited to get the e-bug when it eventually comes out. It won't be too long. These are DAS micro receivers. They're itty bitty. They work real good on FH4. Not so well on the FH3. You won't get much range, because I tried using it with my M11X radio. It's compatible, and it is. It'll bind, but then you'll get a range of less than 100 feet, or probably even sometimes less, like 60, 70 feet. Maybe if I was racing to get indoor, like small on-road type deal, I might could get away with using the M11X with one of these small receivers. But excuse me, I've got like 5 of them, and none of them actually work with the FH3 very well. It's very limited range now. I don't know if there's something I'm doing wrong when binding it, but all right. So I like to remember. So for these receivers, if you're holding it towards you to the left side, you have Give me 1 second.
And take that early lead. 21 putts in this round for 17 holes. One putt at 7 of the greens on the back nine so far. Yeah, pretty flat section where this hole's cut. So, although it's going to try and break off to his right toward the creek, not a ton and not a whole lot of speed. So, this is a green light opportunity. Something you would expect to make 6 out of 10 times. One to four. There you go. It happens. So should finish up at 6 under. Lamprecht here at 6. Take a look. Much longer look than what he had hoped for after only 92 on the approach. But, you know, we talked about Michael Corpion in that feature.
Still no viewers. All right, guys. I don't know if I put a headline in this about what it's about. Maybe nobody cares to watch. That's fine. I still need to get this work done, so that I am going to do. Yeah. So, all right. So now that we got all these out, the negative brown, black or brown, whatever negative wire, the outside. I actually marked this one. I think I marked a few of them. Yeah, right here. It says negative, plus, and then signal. So, and then to the left, while facing you, is the 1 and 2 because they're not clearly marked. So, and I just use that channel for the battery plug-in. I got another channel. This thing actually has 6 channels. So, you know, got plenty of places to put transponders, you know, maybe a glitch buster, whatever I feel I may need. Sometimes you need to add a fan and you can't power it off something else. You might want to. I'm not sure we don't really run fan. But, all right. Removing these. Let's see. Where is? That's not it. I don't have my good driver up here, my good two, but it's okay. We'll just get away with what we got. I know you have it. All right, so getting rid of these cheaper, older servos. This steering servo does not center well anymore, and this one was just a cheap one that I just tried out because it's a brushless 42 kg servo, and it actually works well. It's a GX42, and they're like $20. They work well, but the motor is not secured in there, so the motor will drop down, and the gear. So this 42 kg, really cheap brushless servo could work well probably in a 10 scale, something that ain't going to have as much demand from it as far as, torque and everything. So, all right. If any of y'all are commenting, I can't even see it. So I don't know how to get the comments up, but you want to figure out how to get the comments up so I can see what you guys are commenting. Let's see. I'm not really seeing. Oh, here we go. Let's see what this does. Top chat, my potential spam. My messages are visible. Live chat. Okay. All right. This server I'm taking out, this is a 9 iMod 45 kg cordless, which never really felt like it had a lot of torque. It's really fast, but it's like it's so fast that it really doesn't have good control feedback. So what I'm playing here is OCS servo. They're like 45 on AliExpress. Amazing servos for the price. They are very durable. I've been running one of my e-buggy for a season. This is my second season for steering, and I've had no trouble. Now this 9 omelet 35 kg brushless. The brushless 9 omelets are a huge step up from the cordless. I'll say that. Now, if you're using these, I think they will do good for the throttle. It's very quiet. And you don't really need the feedback from the throttle. You can hear the engine and notice how it's responding. But they at like on 2S, their power is more around like the 40. But the 40, what I should have got, they are just a tad slower at like 0.09, or these are 0.08 at 8.4. But and this servo ain't bad. This would be something I could use in something else, like like something I just play with around the house. It's not gonna be good for racing. All right, so there's one out, and I like using these. The Buggy X with these servo screws, so I do like them. They can strip out though, but they tend to do okay. This really cheap GX 42 kg servo, it works really good. If you're really on a budget, you want a decent performing servo, and you want to go in here and secure the motor so it doesn't lower and disengage the gears, it could probably be a solid servo. I don't know. It's probably not something I would get for racing, but they are definitely quick and they feel okay until they break. So, are you a Serpent guy? The new SRX Gen 4 have been released. Well, they released the info about it on the market within the next week, probably, based on what I saw from some of my buddies that talk to Billy Easton. But I think the new buggy is going to be significantly better. They made a few improvements. Supposed to be better in like sweepers. Supposed to be better. The rear end's supposed to be more planted. I'm hoping for some more on-power steering. Something I've noticed about the SRX-8 e-buggy is it's just kind of sketchy trying to hold it smooth through a sweeper. Could be the servo setting I have, but anyway. All right, so I got both the servos out. Got all my screws here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Gotta find the other one here. Nope. I will find it, but yeah. Oh, there it is. So 4 for each. Got those things. Let's see. I don't really like these little plastic things that you got to put under here to be able to mount your servo. They should just have a wide, thick piece of plastic there, so that you don't have to like secure it while you're trying to screw the thing in. It's just kind of a pain in the butt, but it is doable. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put the steering servo in. Let's see. So let me get those in after I get this servo. All right, so I'm trying to remember. Yeah. This one, I do believe, goes in that way. Let me look at the buggy. Yeah. Yep, that's correct. All right.
check who was behind me at the game? Dude, she just pointed. Check it off the first, Mr. Rango. I love you. Not checking who was sitting behind me was humbling. Yeah, check off the first. You can save hundreds. Go Bruins. Go Bruins. We are standing on the north slope here at Mariah's Family Farms amongst our fresh planting of avocado trees. This is Elcore's own compost facility. We are a green waste composting facility. We bring in landscape green waste, curbside residential green waste. We make clean compost products. Making a good compost is just a recipe. The folks at WM, they've got that recipe down to a little science.
Try not to drop your small pieces because they can be easy to lose, hard to find. Sometimes the earth just seems to suck them into the void. But I did find this one.
The world's top amateurs descend on Augusta, and we're live on site, bringing you the most comprehensive coverage. Live from the Augusta National Women's Amateur, tomorrow in Gulfstream. I have a house ticket. I have a giant child eating out of house home. So home, no. I didn't know such a bad mobile services. The cost that was open. You're saving so much money, and with that money that's saved,
Thanks for the like. The one guy that was in here for 5 or 10 minutes. I typically don't use grommets. These servos are powerful enough that I prefer that they be held securely. Give you a little bit better feedback, I guess. You know, I don't do much movement. All right. So if I know I definitely like these servos, and they would be fine. The OCS 45 kg BLS, and that would be fine for throttle too. But I want to try out the 9i mod brushless 35 kg. So. Right. That servo is in place. All right.
He's starting to make more of those punts, though. His bike stats are pretty darn solid this year. In fact, they're very good. And he's starting to make some of those 15 to 20 footers, which defined him for a while. Yeah, it really did. Just vicious lift out. It's just that one big number here, or not. It really is. Not a whole. Yeah, that's just one bad swing or two bad. Setting up a bit further away than we've seen some of the coverage earlier today. And one hop in and get it to check up. You say it didn't happen like that. I mean, meanwhile, McIntyre now going at it at 3. And this button is down here for Robert, but still these screens will be sent out at 11 with the rain that we see this morning. We're going to play Colin very Davis.
I might start doing a live. Try to plan one once a week. Maybe it'll be today's Thursday. Maybe it'll be a Thursday live, or we just do some repairs and talk. Comments are open if anybody got a comment. And there's only one of y'all in here. What's up, good? What's up, man?
Yeah, I mean, the wind was down this morning until I was able to attack some flags. Made some nice putts to start. You know, I didn't miss the green. I missed the right spot. I was able to get up and down, and I kept the momentum going, and was able to finish strong with the back one. Playing the Masters last year, you went 109 in the field here. That had to win to get back to Augusta National. An inspiration this week.
See if I can hold that in place while I get a screw in here.
Obviously, you know, it's fun as well as all tournaments, and everybody wants to play with it. But you know, still got 3 days left. I just got to be present minded and just try to take care of business tomorrow. All right, great start. We'll see you on Friday. Thanks. Thank you. Let's get to Tom. Thank you. So Seth's walking now. Last time we saw him was players.
Any questions, put it in the comments, man. I do have the customer. Just installing some new servos in my MBX7R Nitro buggy. Come back to me. That's no bueno. There it is. Hold on. I don't know about y'all, but I always drop screws. They can disappear into the ether. All right. So I don't need to hold that there. The screw is holding that bottom piece. So now just get these last two in there. We're going to cut the radio on, center them. Well, first I'm going to install it back on the chassis. Put this on there. God dang. So what kind of buggy you race, man? Do you race buggies? Like building them? Let's see. All right. I'm going to put this back in the chassis after I wire or route the wires into the receiver box. Let's see how we can do that. Get this little zip tie off here. Or this little twist tie, rather. All right. Get this one off as well.